entertainment. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 53, check 53. Hey, they scared, they scared. Check. Blue draw Corker.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, high 7. Check Mike 54. Line 5.
2nd and 11. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we
From
go.
Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
6-6, pull it, hop, go.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 49-yard line.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
54. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
61, matchbox, white. Go.
54,
Cut.
54 is mine. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Bravo. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Throwing on 1st down. Stevens over the middle, complete. That's Benson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Operating from the gun. Stevens got his man complete over the middle. It's Benson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. 6 guys. Check, 6 guys.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Stevens. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go, son.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Yeah. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. You ain't going nowhere. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Shoot.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let he's got a man. Complete. It's a gain of 35. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
What's going to do? Fight it. Kill. Hey, turn it up. He's coming. Greystone, travel. Snap.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
54, Mike.
Hey, Wahoo. Big rip.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, Team 6. Hey.
Mike 5-4. Pick me up.
Get it.
Looking to throw. This one complete to Smith. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go! Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming after you.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Stevens. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Gurley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Andrew Brown there on the stop. Run plays like that, those big D tackles love them. That's when they eat.
Especially when they're the defensive tackles that we're watching right now that dictate things on the line of scrimmage. They can't move them the way that they want to. They're just standing up, whipping the offensive linemen and making plays.
He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go now. Now the wolf. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Check, 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 check. Bang, bang.
On first down, it's Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
2nd and 3. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Jordan Willis. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stevens. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Benson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Gurley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Show it up. Show it up. Go. Check 24. Shift. Slam.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
You. Mike spot 4, Mike.
Yep.
Mike spot 4.
Okay, double up. Hey, one set. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
You go.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Hey, Zoo. Go.
Go back. We got motion. Back up. Alert flare.
Look. Squeeze. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Back to throw here. It's caught. Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ready, break.
53, Mike.
Hey, come on, now. 5.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Lutz puts this one through. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And a Falcon first down.
First and 10. Stevens. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Looking to throw. Stevens. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First down, Atlanta.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Stevens. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, this is Gray. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Stevens. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They try right side here, Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Stevens dumps it off to Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 25 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check, check. Protein spell. Get it.
They'll run with Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Stevens. And that one's complete to Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
Here we go. Set it together. Go. Check 31. Check 31.
From the gun, Stevens. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Hey, Delta.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Crunch time, defense.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Two-jet bomber.
Deuce.
Smooth. Let go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Switch.
Gone. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, high 7.
Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch QB drop.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And I think the ball's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive